VectorVest has the ability to let you know what industry is moving the fastest at any time with just a few clicks of the mouse. This week, we're going to talk about oil stocks. Where petroleum was the third fastest industry out of the three industries that I looked at. All right, I'm going to go to the petroleum stocks. All right, and I'm going to let's go to my watch list first, because I do have a couple of stocks from the watch list that I wanted to pay attention to. One of them was WTI, West Texas Offshore. All right, and that's a lot of people use that for the basis of looking at oil. Was that the only one that I had on? Might have been. Oh, and Marathon Oil. My story was actually on Marathon Oil, but I don't know what happened to it, so I apologize for that. But these are the two stocks that I'm looking. Now, what have I always told you? What moves oil? Demand. Demand is still not there yet, but oil is moving in anticipation of what's happening with the presidency. I don't fully understand it, but it's okay. Let me give you what you need to know. Where is WTI in my list of 18 stocks? One off the bottom. Where is Marathon? Somewhere towards the middle. Let's take a look at these two stocks, all right? Let me give you what you need to know. All right, so we look at Marathon Oil, 3 months. I don't think that the demand is there yet. Even though we're getting into the colder months where oil is going to, where heat's going to be used, I don't know if we're going to have enough demand to overcome the supply that we have. Supply is dwindling, but still there. Supply is dwindling, but still there. So Marathon Oil is clearly above the 20-day exponential moving average. It's rebounding. If I'm thinking about getting in, wait until it crosses above the high. But let's go look at W&T Offshore. Look at that. And a lot of people, again, use that for the exploration side in regards to what's going on with oil. What is it doing? It is lower than it was 3 months ago, trying to rebound and move up. I'm not feeling oil still just quite yet. So I took it a step further. Let's go look at my petroleum stocks. I've got a watch list for petroleum stocks. And how many stocks are in here? I've created this. I've got 74 stocks in here. And if I scroll all the way over, they encompass all different industries within the petroleum field: drilling, field services, refining, and all that exploration and production. All right. And I made sure that all of the stocks were greater than $1 and that all of the average volumes were greater than 150,000 shares. All right. That's what made up my list. As I look at the list, let's go look at a watch list average of 74 stocks. I'm going to right click. I'm going to view the watch list average. What is the industry doing? So you see that it's one of the fastest moving industries. Put it on a 6-month graph. Put it on a 1-year graph. I am not a big fan of oil still yet. I'm going to draw a horizontal line look at that gap. Look at that gap down. And that was COVID. That was COVID. All right. It fell and it still hasn't rebounded yet. I'm going to now take this, put it on a stronger line. Now, when did this happen? Everybody knows that April-May time period. What happened? The contracts, the futures contracts, closed so low that it got a lot of people in the oil, and then they bought it, and now look at where it is now. A lot of people jumped in and said, Glenn, you didn't know what you were talking about. It went up. I'm going to sit back now. I'm going, just like that. That's how I'm looking at it. Where's that? I got a thing right there. What is that?
Really?
Exactly. All right. Look at where it is now compared to where everybody thought that it was going to rock and roll because the contracts were expiring less than they ever did. And people jumped all over and ran. And now all I got to do is say, what else I got to say? There you go. I like that as well. Don't you, Dory? All right. So that's where we stand. I'm still not a big fan, but it is a fast-moving industry. The beauty behind what I'm showing you is now VectorVest is giving you the rest of the story. The industry may be rising. Do you want to be a follower or a leader in this industry? Are you ready to jump on board with oil if the demand is not there yet. Just think about that. All right, so that's my third industry, which is petroleum. Any stocks, Joey? How can I delete the alerts on my iPad? I have about 600 alerts, but don't know how to get rid of it. Marie, give our product support staff a call. I could probably walk through it, but I don't want to take the time to do that. It's not that I want to answer your question. I think it's better answered with product support, Marie. That's my honest answer. All right. If I have less than $15,000, where do you suggest I should start? I'm going to give a couple of inexpensive stocks to take a look at, Bishnu. But from that perspective, we do have searches here. If you're looking for lower dollar stocks to get into because you don't have a lot of money, we have searches in the software. Searches, what am I looking for? Search is aggressive. What's the one I'm looking for? No. Traders Alert. How about best stocks under 20, best stocks under 15? I am looking for a search called Teeny Boppers. That's a beautiful search to find lower dollar stocks. Where's it called? Teeny Boppers. Teeny Boppers. Where is it at? Oh, Lord, Joey. Did I lose it? Oh, it's up here somewhere. Teeny Boppers. Stocks that are greater than $1, less than $5, average volume greater than 25,000 shares, hitting a new high, sorted by VST divided by actual prices. So Bishnu, if you're looking for lower dollar stocks, we've got a few searches in here to specifically help you with that. Any other questions? What? Oh, sorry. Joey's showing me. Can we get a hold of these watch lists on our copy of VectorVest? No. You can't, but I've walked you through what you can do. What I've done, especially for that petroleum, I went through all of the industries, all of the petroleum industries. I took all of the stocks from each industry, put it into one watch list. I took that one watch list that had all of the stocks from all of those industries, petroleum industries. I took out all of the stocks that were less than $1. And then I went through again and took out all of the stocks that had an average volume less than 100,000 shares. That's how I created that watch list. All right. While trying to weed my portfolio as a prudent investor, do I use a one-year chart or a weekly chart using a 40-day moving average? If you're going to use a 40-day moving average, I would think about looking at a 6-month to a 1-year chart. Now, when we talk about weeding the portfolio, we normally talk about it, especially in some of our webcasts, looking at a 1-year chart. I'm okay with that, especially if you're trying to get out of some of the stocks that could be hurting your portfolio. So I would look at a 1-year chart in that perspective. All right, so keeping all of that in mind, folks, if you haven't already, if you like the content, hit the like button. Number 2, if you've not a subscriber to our channel, hit the subscribe button. Folks, it's all here for you. I'm just a guy relaying information that you need to know instead of being led around like sheep and looking at this, that, and the other thing. VectorVest is actually giving you the rest of the story. So if you like the commentary, hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber yet, please hit the subscribe button. This is the kind of content we give out to you every single week. Just having a brokerage account doesn't make you money, but you know what does? VectorVest. We're the #1 stock analysis and portfolio management system that gives you the tools to maximize profits, and right now, we're offering a 30-day risk-free trial for 99 cents. That's right, only 99 cents. It's time for you to take control, and VectorVest is here to help.
Yeah.